Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the episode of RAERAEs Review, where me and Aaron will be discussing Drag Race Season 17, Episode 10, Wetter is Better. Everybody, welcome Aaron.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Of course. No, I was just, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, I'm good. All right. Happy to be here.
Yes, we raising the roof, child. We raising the roof. This was the episode with the roast, and they had to roast some queens, there's some more stealing going on, some more thievery in the workroom, but it is what it is. I think some people got some help, but like you said, they'll pay for jokes, right? So
yeah, that
hey.
is. A lot of queens will pay. Jackie Beat. I don't know if Bob's done it. But definitely, I think Jinx Monsoon. Talented comedy queens write roast jokes.
Who's the first person you said? Jelly Bean? Who?
Jackie Beat. Jackie Beat is an OG drag icon. I'll send you her IG so you can check her out.
Now, is it B or Beef? What?
BEAT. Jackie
Beat. Okay.
Jackie Beat.
And she don't do music.
She does actually.
Oh, she does.
She does like funny Weird Al Yankovic like riffs on famous songs kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, she's a comedy queen for sure.
Okay. Well, go ahead, girl. Do your thing. Get paid by any means necessary.
Right.
As long as it's legal. Hey, whatever floats the boat is all good. Shoot, get money. Well, y'all, it was cute. Of course, somebody got eliminated because they no more Badonkadunk. And let's just delve into it, right?
Let's do it.
Where am I? Here we go. Now, see, you know how it first come on. It wasn't a whole lot of fanfare, right? Because we pretty much got right into it. They discussed it. Rue came in, let them know what was going on. No, Michelle, she came in, let them know what was going on and what they're going to be doing. Wait a minute. This is where they all got dunked in the water.
Yep.
Okay, so the Badonkadunk came back. I almost forgot. If
you haven't
seen it, Badonkadunk came back. She wanted to get some revenge, make them think that they have to answer a question by not getting dunked, but everybody got dunked anyway. I think she looked at them and pulled the lever.
Yeah.
Like, dang. I'm like, I didn't really get the Badonkadunk thing. That's why I forgot about it. I was like, what was the point?
I think they did it because this is a common mini challenge. They did it on Canada's Drag Race. They did it on season 5, where they dropped the queens into water and took their picture. It is often, usually a mini challenge where the queens will get either like sprayed with a hose, covered in paint or something, and they have to pose.
Now, I remember watching, this is a fairly recent, and it wasn't anything international, where they had to get in the water and do a pose.
Yeah.
Just like similar. You said.
This is a similar situation. They're just using the dunk theme.
Now, remember, I was trying to think of the name. It's Saphira. I was calling her Sophia Kristoff.
Oh my gosh.
Like Miss Sophia. Sapphira Crystal. That's who I
forgot.
was trying to remember the other day.
All these crystals, it's hard.
Okay.
Crystal, Crystalique, whatever. But shout out to Sapphira. She's fierce. We love her.
Yes. Yes. Well,
We
anywho, we're
do.
gonna do season 17.
Right. Yep.
I had to think because it was on my brain. Remember? Yeah, I remember. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I should have just kept that out. Anyway, we're gonna keep that in just for anywho. Okay, so they was getting done because I guess Michelle wanted some revenge.
Right.
And then
Revenge.
Okay, there you go. Revenge. Thank
Yeah.
you. That sounds even better. And you know how I wish we could play the music, dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It's so reminiscent of Vogue by Madonna. Every time I hear these two songs, chills go down my spine. So, and I love music. I've been loving music since the womb, all sorts of genres. And it's just something about these two songs when they first come on. And it's like, oh, I just get so excited. It's just, I don't know. Do you get excited when about those intro beats and everything? Or is it just
I do. No, there's actually a condition. It's called frisson. It's where only a certain part of the population actually has a physical reaction to music where they get goosebumps. Not everybody does that.
Wait, start over. What is it called? Prism.
Frisson. Frisson, I believe. Frisson. And it's that a certain part of the population has a physiological response to music through goosebumps or like feeling emotional or something like that. Yes, not all of humanity responds that way, which makes sense because a lot of these fools are walking around. You could tell they aren't moved by nothing. But that is, yeah, it's a unique genetic trait to be moved by music to get chills. I really, really love the RuPaul song. Oh my god, it's like on the tip of my tongue. And if I fly or if I fall, at least I can say I made it all.
I haven't heard it yet.
You have. I'll play it for you.
Okay.
It's yes. So the rambling question the answer that I always give, yes, there are RuPaul songs that absolutely get my goat. Yeah. Because we've been trained.
Okay, so that's why now it's not just these two. Just real quick, y'all. We'll get into the show, but there's some other songs and other genres that get me, emotional. And I just thought it was just a song, but there's actually a medical term.
It's a thing.
You know me in medical. I'm gonna look this up after this. Ooh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Ooh, okay. So, okay, good.
And I also can't, just because we're gonna go down this track, cover girl, put that bass in your walk. That
yes,
head to toe. Sorry for my voice, y'all, but that's the song that always gets me.
I heard that. Well, y'all, as you can tell, we love us some Rue. So whatever Rue gonna do, we gonna watch. We gonna enjoy it because Rue can't do no wrong in my book. Especially if you go on real quick. Look, another real quick. If you go on Instagram, every now and again, Rue will give us a funny short of some type of comedic something hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, I think we're done with the what's the names. Okay, so as we start the show. Dun, 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 cover girl. Hey. Okay, so of course Rue comes in looking the way she's looking. I mean,
like a 90s revive, right? Like I feel like I feel like this is giving me like back in the day look.
Cute. Now we got our judges, right? Of course, the incomparable Michelle Visage. Hey, girl. Really cute. I love her look. And of course, T.S. Madison. You can't go wrong when T.S. is on the show. It's going to be good no matter what.
Yep. Poison Ivy.
And the
comedian. Yeah.
Right. She helped to guide, along with Michelle Visage, the queens into the best roast that they can do. And it was real interesting because they, when they were interviewing not interviewing, but talking with the queens as they're getting their roast together, it was interesting to hear how they asked them, "Who are you? What or what is it about you?" And to incorporate that into the roast and possibly deliver that, because it's always some insult, something really harsh to say, but it has to be funny and not just mean. Some of them forgot the funny part and was just mean, if you ask me. It's like, how many fat jokes can we hear? Like, hello, like, what's really going on? Because two of the queens are, real thick. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. There's, it's all good, but I would have liked to hear something else more so than just making fun of their size. It's all good. But how do you feel about that? Did you kind of feel away, or it was just them being them?
I was underwhelmed by this roast. Whitney Cummings is in that group of like talented but annoying white women. She's kind of the Chelsea Handler like vein, although I would say she's more annoying than Chelsea Handler. So I was like, all right, whatever. When they had her as the judge, and I don't really feel like she gave that great of advice, but I really wish that the queens had. I know you have to come with kind of some generic like roasts in your mind that you can do, and yeah, it's a few jokes towards the obvious are fine. But if that's all you've got, your mama's so fat, you so fat, then to me it's amateur lowbrow, and it's not like you're not at competition level roast. That's for damn sure. Mediocrity, and we saw a lot of that.
Hello.
And that's unfortunate. I would have much rather that you come up with a game plan to try and come up with some roasts about being maybe like unsuccessful at drag, or like bad at, what I mean? Like, I would have preferred there to be a little more, like you said, sophistication to what you're doing. It's supposed to be fun, not just like a dump on.
Yep. And here we go. Now, this is why we say what we say. Of course, this is the villains roast, and these are our judges. I did it right. Are our judges. That's so difficult sometimes to say. To the left, to the left, to the left, we got Mistress Isabel Brooks. Yes, ma'am. And in the middle, Plain Jane. And to the right is Candy Muse. I like Candy. She be going off on people.
Me too. She was fun on House of Villains.
And these are all the queens minus the host. Again, hostess with the mostest. We got Anya Nerve. And I think, like we said, she will be the final three.
Yep.
As long as she because she has the total package. She's coming with looks, all of the different non dress. What do you call it? Sew challenge. What they call it? The doggone sewing challenges. Anything that doesn't have to do with runway
design.
She's killing it. I mean, she's like the total package so far. So it's a few of them, and let's just see what happens.
At least she didn't steal anything this episode.
And speaking of thievery, that's why you deal. That's why the best thing about you was that outfit, Ariete. Now, listen, did you see the? When I saw what happened towards the end, something tells me that Ariete should have left a long time ago. She's a little evil or something.
I told you.
She's a little evil or something, and just a tight bit scary. Just a inch bit, because how she performed in the very end and what she said as she left the stage. Sorry, y'all, I just gave it up. But yeah, just it's just real. Like, ooh, we may need to pray and get some sage. Do something, because that was real eerie in my opinion. But,
no, I'm not gonna. I said I told you. We were just talking about this earlier, and I was like going, there's something nasty about her. So I'm not going to claim that I clocked it from the jump, but let's be real. That nasty little streak up, I don't like your outfit, or I don't, blah, 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 like that came out real not cute this episode.
Child.
No, Ariete, I hate to, excuse
What'd you
me, I had
say?
a bubble in my throat.
Oh,
I
damn
had to clear
bubble.
my throat. Yeah. Ariete, little girl, you got to work on that. Like, there's some scary, like, stab you in while you sleep hatred in there that you need to work on. That
Yeah.
comes out. Like, whoa!
True
No wonder you have those little blacked out eyeball contacts.
Ooh. And speaking of, now this is her homegirl who she stole the jokes from, and it didn't, and she couldn't even read the joke. She couldn't,
No.
make the jokes work. It's just she's, just stick to making clothes because you kill it. Look, you kill it on the runway. But
could you imagine if you're sitting there listening and you could tell somebody ripped you off? I don't know if I think I don't know if it would. That might get my composure.
I would have said it right when I came up. Oh, I see that my jokes were told already.
Oh,
I
that's a
would have
good
said
move.
something to that effect to make people think.
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't even read them right. That's why no one laughed. Something to that effect. Just I would have made it as soon as
that was good.
it would have been like, oh, I see my jokes were read already. Let's see what else I have left in mine. Something. But
yeah. Wow. Ooh, that would have been good. Seriously. And the balls to call it out. I would love it.
And for me, I probably would have just said, you know what, all three of y'all cute, but let me read this thief over here who took all my jokes.
Seriously.
Whoop de whoop de whoop and whoop de whoop, girl. It would have been on and popping.
What's your drag name, ma'am? What's your drag name?
Me?
We should have had you on the roast. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. I'll think of it.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we need to do that. Because you, absolutely, I would have crumbled, you would have handled. I love it. That's a great, yeah.
Girl, stealing my stuff. Anyway, let's move on before I get mad again. Lingerie. Lux Noir wrote her lyrics, allegedly speaking the chorus, but I believe it. That's why I said it. She got on the phone. Lux wrote some stuff for her and she wrote it down and she came and slammed. I believe it. I believe it.
Listen, if you are not a comedy queen, if you're used to being a look queen, it's just like how you can't go to Drag Race without any kind of like plan for a design challenge. You cannot go to Drag Race without any kind of jokes in your arsenal.
All right.
So
I mean,
you did the assignment. You did the assignment.
Ooh, Sam Star. Always a pleasure.
Polished. That's a pageant queen for you. I think this is another one we're going to see go to the final.
Oh, hell yeah. I was just saying that.
Yeah.
Yes. At least two of them so far was going to the finals.
Polished. And I do now respect their decision to give it to Sam versus Crystal Envy because they are too similar. One of them did have to go.
True. Lydia Butthole Collins, she is surprising me because out of drag and how she's just chit-chatting away, you would never think she's so talented. No shade.
No.
But when she's all dolled up, you can't stop her.
I love a surprise. I do.
Yes.
I love it. And hey, we've seen her fail on some acting challenges, but then we've seen her surprisingly come through. And I enjoy that about her. So good for you, little girl.
Yay. And then we got Susie too. She did okay.
Susie's losing her luster.
But she did okay.
It's more like Susie Trombone, not Susie Toot. It's like, I mean, like, I like Susie, but like the luster has worn off.
I can't even roasting her for the last. You've been roasting her for the last 8 episodes, Sean.
Because she thinks she's great. And it's like, you know what? I've seen better theater kids. But, go on now.
Yeah, she ain't no plasma.
No.
For real.
Mm.
Oh, to see two of them do some type of battle. Girl, wouldn't that be
Right?
nice?
I'm here for it. Instead of, sashay away, she's going to soft shoe away. She's fine. She's a strong contender. She has talent, but nothing's wowed me enough to make me go, you need to stay.
Yeah. And the hair, oh, my voice, hold on. My goodness. Her hair was better than the outfit, but I love me some Lexi. I kind of grew into her, since that white outfit.
Right.
I mean, it's only been one episode, but I'm liking Lexi. I'm liking Lexi.
Poor lady. She deserved the win last. You know what I mean? Like, why can't you give this one lady one win? Because Lord knows she's going to get herself eliminated by the way she chokes when it's important.
I was thinking the same thing. That is how she's going to self-sabotage.
Yeah, we know where that is. Yeah,
that's why your head. But maybe it's the hormones, maybe she's
true. Honestly, and we can't count that out. Like, if you are absolutely changing the chemical dynamics of your body to make you more prone to anxiety, to fear, to nervousness, to emotion, then you're amplifying the challenge of stage fright on a lot higher. So I think that it's important for us to consider that. But
yes. And I just want to say one thing that's real serious. When, just like you mentioned, changing from male to female or even female to male, when you're trans and you're taking the hormones and anything else, because I don't know all of what they take, maybe, I don't know, but since we specifically know the hormones, just on GP, we all know when women through their cycles, how they don't even taking hormones. It's the hormone imbalance already within themselves that causes all the different behaviors and things. So you can just imagine, this is no shade when I say this, going from male to female within all that chemical reaction. It's to me, it's like a whole nother level. And like you said, we really have to be sensitive and sympathetic and not so harsh when we're communicating. Girl, wait a minute, you doing way too, because I really want people to take it into consideration. They're doing a major change within their body chemistry. So we really have to take that into consideration and just be nice and decent to people. I just wanted to say that.
PSA, everybody. But Lexi, ma'am.
I do appreciate how what's the girl name? Lord. Anya Nerve came at Lexi in love, not just from across the room, but she came in love, like, girl, it ain't that deep, because it really wasn't. But she's emotional.
Yeah.
RAERAES, girl, that was just you and your own, insecurities going off, but it's all good. Now we have the runway challenge. We wear short shorts. Child, it's some was it shorts, and a few of them is the question.
Oh my God. Yeah, this was a weak runway as to stick into the theme. I wonder, this is another one where I wonder if they got told something else.
Where the shorts at? Anya, where the shorts at?
Yeah.
Show me a short. Just one short. That's a cute little reveal. They haven't done a reveal challenge yet. That's what I thought about it.
Oh yeah. This was the top was cute, but like the rest of it, I was like, you forgot to keep decorating stuff. Right? Like the crotch of the there's like it just
yeah.
it's fine.
I think it would have been great with short, like if it wasn't a leotard, like if that was the top where it was cut, and then some short shorts and keep the other bottom boots thing. It still would have been cute. But I'm like, where the shorts at? And she was one of the ones that was first told to go in the back. You safe. I guess. Ariadne, now these are short shorts.
Yeah, but like this doesn't feel like you intentionally made it. You know what I mean? Like this feels like you could have flipped. You look like a banana. You look like a Nymphia knockoff. I think we're like, mad at her right now, so we don't want to be nice. But it's a beautiful outfit. That's all she does. I don't necessarily think it's particularly with the theme, but I mean it's super cool as usual.
Yeah, it's a bit much going on from the waist up, but
yeah.
Her homegirl, Jewel Sparkles.
Oh, they're not homegirls now. Well, I think they are again. I don't know if they made up, but like, woo, I would certainly be looking at my friend side-eyed after what went down.
Michelle Visage almost had a conniption because she said, stop doing Marie Antoinette. And she did it anyway.
I think this was an opportunity for Jules to do something really cute with the Ariana Grande kind of like, sexy, cute thing that she likes to do. This makes no sense to me.
Girl.
Giant, no. Saloon lady, whatever. Like, no.
I didn't like it, actually.
I just thought it was like a porch. No. And it's actually very well executed, right? But I'm just sitting here going, why? I would have preferred you come in like your entrance look instead of this. This feels like, it doesn't,
something else that was whack, and she should have been at the bottom. I mean, hello.
For the fashion part, yeah.
She should have replaced Jewel Sparkles at the bottom.
Girl, well, listen to me. We are old enough that for you to do a reference of when back in our heyday, it doesn't do nothing for us. Okay? You may have not gone to prom because of COVID, but we were around when Naomi was acting like this. And we are not impressed. For you to do a replica, because we remember the outfit the first time.
Sam Starr.
No, Sam.
Doing her football thing. I kind of liked it, but
too much. It's like so busy and like, And again, this is the booty shorts. I'm telling you, they called this theme something else. Because
it's like a whole lot going on besides the shorts.
And you almost can't even see her body.
Even here, it's like, where are the shorts at? You have one cute little moment, but you kept that thing wrapped around you. And it's like, so far, Ariadne is the only one that had on some decent shorts.
Or some visible one. Like, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, she showcased the shorts. And this one even shorts. That's a baby doll bodysuit.
She slapped some sequin ones on. It was like, no. Yeah,
and again, where you can't hardly see the shorts.
Look how chunky she looks too. She looks silly. She looks like a little almost like a robot.
Right. And this was the best thing for the shorts, bending over.
Oh, look at those little chunky. It looks like a hockey player is bending over.
Girl. And this is the worst thing of them all.
Thank you.
At least she had a replica of shorts. Anya Nerg didn't have on no shorts. But Lydia Butthole Collins, just to give it context, she came out talking about she had plastic surgery and she was tearing off all the layers of dead skin, child. And this was the reveal. And that clear flesh part is supposed to replicate shorts, or it just sounded real dumb. And this was the best it looked. I'm sorry, but
horrible Horrible from start to finish. The whole idea, whatever this is, whatever story you told, nope, 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 nope. This is a total fail. This is terrible.
It was obvious between her and Lana Gervais that their roast saved them from elimination status.
Oh, heck yeah.
So
yeah.
obviously that was included in who went home and who had to lip sync for their life and all that going on. No,
Well, we talk about this, like they will claim that the runways matter or they'll claim that they don't as it suits them. You know, the general rule of thumb is if you did really well in the challenge, your outfit can't necessarily take you out or put you in the bottom. Let's put it that way. Okay. But in my opinion, it should have, based on how piece of crap this
is. Yo, homegirl Susie too. Yes.
Susie Boot.
Is this Victorian? What is this?
Is it like Shakespeare?
Thank you.
Well, something in that era, period piece, but get out of here, theater child. I'm over it.
Fruity butt.
It's just, thanks, Susie Fruit. It's a boot, toot.
Bye, girl. Lexi Love looking great, and all her denim, lack thereof, looking great.
Mm-hmm.
But that shawl thing, she could have just left that. She could threw that on the floor as she came out.
I know her runways have been real hit or miss with me. Like not super duper miss, but I'll never get over that quilted look that she had, that supermodel with the big black hat and all the rhinestone or the diamonds all over. That one was amazing. This one's fine. I mean, this girl's a model. She's a model.
She really is.
Yeah, and does a beautiful runway because body is like wow.
I can see her doing some very. I say I'm not gonna say very. No more in 2025. I can see her doing a lot of print work for different fashion magazines, and not just letterfolk type magazines. I mean mainstream. Big time, big time. Because she has the attitude, she has the look, she's versatile, and it shows in everything that she comes out with. It may not always be the greatest, but her vision of things, or even helping to design, I can see her making it towards the end as long as she don't get in her head.
Yeah, she has a Raja vibe to me that way, where she just comes off like a model and a fashion point of view. I mean, those legs, Lexi legs, you could change it from Lexi Love to Lexi legs. So yeah, shout out to her. And sometimes Raja's fashion or her outfit choices will be kind of like unpolished or weirdly put together or whatever, but with her whole vibe and aesthetic, she pulls it off. And I think Lexi does too, ultimately.
I can see Lexi on All Stars for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering right now if Lexi's going to give them the storyline where she takes herself out because she chokes, and then we look for her on All Stars to kind of like be the redemption story, or we're going to watch the redemption story happen on the season where she starts to choke but like fixes it and like, does super duper well. I mean, I think at this point it's safe to say I don't think they're gunning for her to be a contender because she's just not winning any challenges. Even when she deserved to.
Yeah, we always like, what? From last week.
Everybody was like, what?
Yes, looking great. Now that was it, y'all. That was it for the who wears short. Yeah, that's the question. Who wears short shorts?
Yeah, none of these bitches.
Shoot, maybe 4.
Yeah, a few.
Shoot. Anywho, so I let the cat the bag earlier. We all know who, but we're gonna go through the motions anyway. So the bottom 2 was, of course, the 2 sisters, Ariette, she always at the bottom, child, and Jewel Sparkles, and they had to dance off of Ya Ya by Beyonce. I would have loved if they would have danced off of Cozy because TS was there.
Oh yeah, I bet you
I
they didn't
wonder
want to
why
pay
they
for
couldn't
that.
do Cozy. I was like, where's Cozy at? You can't
They
do a song
probably
off.
didn't want. They didn't want to pay for it.
Well, this is their third Beyonce song.
I know, but I think the ones that are less popular are cheaper.
Oh hell, TS could have pulled a string or two or three. Come on.
I know, right? Somebody let them do it. But anyway,
It would have been. It would have been just awesome to see them lip syncing off of Cozy, and when T.S. Park came on, she would actually get on stage and then get off. That would be kind of cute, but that's just me. I'm just thinking too much. Thinking too much. My bad. I have such a creative mind when it comes to Drag Race. Any other time, I'd be like, yeah, that's cute, whatever.
right? Well, listen, I'm telling you.
Something about Drag Race gets my creative juices flowing. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I think it's honestly it's the fact that the whole genre is on creativity and like freedom of expression. Like, what would you do? Like, be true to the personality, the thing that is you. That is what is most celebrated in drag, because a lot of these bitches are beautiful, right? A lot of them are talented. A lot of them are whatever, but we're looking for the one that has the creativity, uniqueness, nerve, talent, the one that knows themselves well enough and like puts that out onto or whatever their alter ego is. They embody it so well that it just comes out their pores.
You said it so well. Yes.
It's fun.
Yes.
It's fun. And it brings out what would you do to express yourself, right? And clearly, like I said, we got to think about your drag name.
I am by next week.
Who is that lady?
So then we have Jewel Sparkles playing peekaboo because she won.
Yeah, listen, thank God the top of that wig stayed on, girl, because you could tell that heavy ass thing was whoop. Shout out to her mama, Chantel Sparkles, who does hair. I'm sure she did that wig. And you know what? That double stack survived a lip sync.
Girl, she must have had on Gorilla Glue because she was girl. Because I saw girl. Yep. We just knew that thing was gonna pop off like Corey King, but girl, Corey put that thing back right on her head.
Oh, yeah. Her little afro puffs.
Oh my God.
They weren't though. They're a little more curled than that. But anyway.
Ooh, anywho, back to episode 10. But yeah, Jewel Sparkles won. Already was sent home. And you know, like we said earlier in this show, Ariane had some horrible things to say as she left the stage. She called them hideous. And usually when the queen is eliminated, they'll pan around or pan to the judges. They didn't even do that. They just let her walk off the stage and went right to filming her packing up in the workroom. What excuse me. And what she had to say then was, you know, it just wasn't nice.
She's a sore loser. She's a sore loser. She proved it all throughout the competition. Whenever she didn't get what she thought she deserved, she was like straight up like hostile to somebody else. And it was thinly veiled and kind of like, oh, she's just direct and at least she's creating drama. But at the end of the day, because she felt slighted by one of her best friends, Jewel Sparkles, she felt entitled to steal her jokes, which is nasty work. That's integrityless to me. And then also when she lost, said a bunch of like petulant crap. Little girl, you need to go grow up. You are a brat. You make beautiful gowns, but you're a brat. And you deserve to go home just simply by ripping off jokes. Period.
Yeah, I'm glad she went home actually, because if she really thinks that way, it's like girl, can't even get it out. If I say it's like one more time, having an ally and finding out it's not really an ally.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to say her name because we all know who just, you know, but it's very, oh, here I go, that doggone, I'm being plagued by the unknowns at this moment. I'm just going to say it. It's scary. It just, bottom line, scary. And I'm glad she went home. I don't think she would have been I don't think she would have won anyway. But had she made it to the finals by osmosis or whatever, I'm glad that she didn't win because she doesn't deserve
No,
the title.
she does not. And I mean, a lot of drag queens are rotted, yucky people. That's kind of like the old stereotype of that. But when you're on this show and you're playing a game, like I know a lot of them are very young, but there's just something like unhealthy about the way that her disappointment turns into hostility. So get a therapist, baby. Get a therapist.
Seriously.
Work on that part because it's
To do
very
something about
unappealing.
that.
Yeah, and especially if you felt entitled to sabotage your friend because you didn't like your placement. And either way, the decision to do anything that like is reminiscent of Jules' jokes, like I'm curious to see Arietti talk about this maybe on Roscoe's or something. But for you to rip off jokes, that's where you've completely lost me. That's where you because the choice to do that is not justifiable in any way, shape, or form. You need to win on your own merits, and you can be as mad as you want about where you're placed in the lineup, but that doesn't mean that you get to cheat.
All based off of her own lack of talent and insecurity about her lack of talent. It's no shade to me saying that. It's just fact.
Yeah. And if you feel entitled to rip off your friend's jokes because she put herself in a more advantageous position than you in a competition, you are too unhealthy. That's not the right kind of emotional investment. And I hate to break it to you, the entertainment industry is only going to get nastier from here on out, babe. So.
And the real nasty thing she did was spit out some out of her mouth onto the workroom floor. Was that a barrettes? Whatever it was that she had in her mouth. I thought she spit. I had to rewind it. Oh, she had something in her mouth, but yet and still she spit out of her mouth.
It's gross to spit. It's gross to spit. Anything. Saliva or an object. If you're spitting,
you have you have no why are you spitting in here, girl? Nah,
You don't spit on RuPaul's floor
before they came because
You don't spit on RuPaul, Charles. You don't spit on the floor. You don't spit in RuPaul's house. You are lucky to be there. You're lucky to be there, little girl. No.
That's what she was doing because she spit some out of her mouth onto the floor. Like,
Yeah,
she can't come back for nothing. Don't even put her in Vegas. No, I don't want to see her in Vegas.
I know. She's one of those. Yep.
I'm going back this summer to see who performing. Now I know how it all works out. I'm going to be prepared next time.
Right? Yes. Hopefully not Arietti. Because guess what? You weren't good at performing anyway, girl.
Ooh.
You were just here for the outfit.
But we want to end on a positive note. Congrats to Jewel Sparkles.
Yes.
On your continuance for next week. Next week is going to be what? The determination of who's going to be in the final. Was it 6 left? Let me see.
I'm thinking they're going to have a double elimination here soon because they kind of, in the way that they kept people, they got to catch up. So I don't know.
Yeah, they got 6 left.
Yep. So here we go.
So after next week, there'll be 5 left. And there you go. Oh, and speaking of next week, y'all, we'll have a surprise coming up for y'all. We're going to post some things so you'll know exactly what's going on. We don't want to spoil it right here and right now. But just know we'll have a special guest. That's as much as we're going to give you. And when you see us posting, you'll see who that is. So pay attention to RAERAE All Day on YouTube. Also at All Day RAERAE on IG. And please let them know where they can find you.
Psychic_ELB, Psychic E, Psychic Erin on Instagram. And as soon as I get my instructions, I'll be posting on there as well. If you'd like to get a psychic reading, I do know who the guest is though, and y'all are in for an serious treat.
Yes.
You can hit me up in the DMs if you'd like to get a psychic reading. I do give a discount to the aunts and unks. And you can also catch me on Alexander Rogers' channel on occasion. We do red carpet review roasts.
Yes, y'all, they are funny with those ropes. So after I get her all the instructions of what we gonna be doing next week, we are gonna have a grand old time. So don't forget to stay up on our channels, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. And we will catch you next time. Bye, y'all. All day.